Alright, so I know it's been a minute since I posted the first finding fuel pump video, but basically this is just the second part, as you can see by the title. So basically what I'm doing is cutting open the rest of the back seat to find where the fuel pump is, me replacing it, and unfortunately I don't show any of the replacing. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, you just plug in a couple of hoses. So enjoy the video. It's not really how-to, it's more of just a vlog about my car.
Okay, Saab people, so as you can probably tell, I have the GoPro today. I don't know if this is higher quality or lower quality than my phone, but anyway, this is gonna be sweet. Alright, so what we're gonna be doing is taking this air hammer and we are gonna cut all along this here. The fuel pump should be right about there. Let's get started. Alright, I've never used this tool before, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, that was actually like really cool. That was a lot of fun. Alright. Now I gotta go grab a pry bar. Alright, I should have a pry bar. Perfect, that'll work. I think I have a hammer in there, so that'll be it. Alright, let's get that hose out of the way. Alright, let's continue. Come on now, get on there. Thank you.
Yep, it's right there.
So, put that sucker right up. Alright folks, there's the actual fuel pump this time. Sorry, there's not much talking in this video, but I'm basically just trying to cut pieces because I don't want to hit anything. That's super valuable. Sorry for the pause there. Alright, well, there's the fuel pump. I'm going to take this GoPro off my head. Basically, all I'm going to be doing, so that you guys can see and I can get this GoPro off my head, the strap is really tight and I have it as loose as possible. Just cut here like this, around in a loop, both ways, try to get off these hanging pieces right there. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to disconnect this power cable, and I'm gonna have to disconnect probably a hose, but first order of business, I gotta get this metal cover off, and then this whole thing is gonna have to rotate about 1 inch to the right, and then it should be off. Alright, so let's lift this, just like that. The whole thing should slide right off like this. For those of you watching who've done this before and you're cringing, just give me a chance here. I've never done this crap before. Ooh, that was close and I almost hooked my freaking finger. Well, that was really easy. Alright, now we gotta deal with that clip there that I couldn't get before. Oh man, you'd think I'd just buy a new Saab at this point. I don't give up that easy though. Ah, there we go, come on, yes, yes, yes. There we go. That stupid release right there. Alright, there. I know I keep saying that, but it feels good to be able to say it, that's for sure. Let me get up close for there. That pushes in this way, like that. And to get it off, you had to pull it to the right. And then you could just lift up when you squeeze that right there. So that's all off. Now I just need to work on getting this hose off right here, because where it connects, there's a clip that needs to come up Man, there's really no way that this light looks good. Those stay on there, so they have to disconnect from here. Right, this one's gonna disconnect from up here. Oops, I cannot afford to break this. Alright, so my GoPro's about to die and I have no idea where the charging cord is, so I figure I'll do this one quick. So that tube that I need to disconnect is disconnected up here at the T. I have no idea where this tube disconnects here. This little one, it goes way down. So what I'm gonna have to do is clamp right here with this special type of ice grips that is for hoses. It stops all fluids from coming out because every time I try to pull that thing off, a little bit of gasoline squirts out. There we go. That's not right, it's not tight enough. But anyway, you get the idea. Alright, so I made a new template. It's pretty much the exact same design as before, except the hole's a little bigger because the fuel pump is bigger than the fuel gauge system. So I'm gonna go line it up to my car and then I'm gonna drill a hole right here, just ahead of this black mark that I made. So about right there, I'm gonna drill because there's nothing that I could potentially harm if I drill right there as my starting hole so that I could take the air hammer and cut a circle. Lining up the marks that I made, like so. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna drill right there. Perfect. Right where that mark is. I'm gonna get the gunk out of the way first. I'm gonna grab a scraper. That worked out way better than I expected it to. I forgot how thin this metal is. So I'm gonna grab my marker of some sort, probably just like a screwdriver, and mark the hole that I need to cut. So, new idea. Instead of having to try and get this screw in there in a perfect circle and make a circle, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to etch a perfect circle. So the edge of the circle starts here. So what I'm gonna do is measure, go straight across like that. So 4 inches in. It's so annoying. Okay, where'd that screw go? So 4 inches at center. So I basically just have to go around and mark 4 inches in a couple of different spots. So 4 inches will be 4 inches there. And then I'll just go around in a circle just like that and it'll be perfect. Alright, so the GoPro died. And as you can see, I put in a bunch of little dots all around, measuring 4 inches. And I think that looks like a pretty darn good circle. It does get a little bit weird over here, but I mean, cutting out, that's gonna be a pretty nice circle. And then I can just build a cover to go in that's the same shape as the seat. When I start to film again, the hole will be cut. All right, and you're back. There's the hole cut in the bottom of the thing. I messed up a couple of times. And spray primer on the underside of it if we can. And yeah, then we'll make a cover. So until then, I've got to take this out and figure out what's wrong with it. I know that was quite the cutaway, but we basically just replaced the fuel pump here with the OEM one from my parts car. We got gasoline all over, so I just threw some absorbent stuff here so it'll absorb all the gasoline and the oil undercoating that was mixing all over my back seat. All right, so how I've sealed up the hole for now is I put duct tape over it, well, Gorilla Tape, and then I just found a piece of scrap carpet because I spilled all sorts of gasoline. And was mixing with the oil undercoating that had pieces come up, so I put the absorbent in it, and now I have that to protect the bottom of the foam here. So now I'm just gonna put this back in, like so, and then I'll be all set.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow my Instagram at solving.saab, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here.